Children's Day is a time when we can think about what kind of a future we are giving to our younger population. I have with me Sunita Krishnan, who has taken a very major initiative on Children's Day. You filed a complaint and against a tech platform. Technology, something that we think as an enabler for many things. What has happened?
Technology is an enabler for many good things, but also for crime. And one of the things that we found is many technological platforms, including social media platforms, are being used to enable human trafficking. And one of them is Telegram. Telegram is an instant messaging app with over 700 million users across the world. India, US, and Russia are the biggest user base here. A few days back, we got a lead that this platform is being used for circulation of child sexually exploitative materials, which is in lay terms child pornography. I decided to probe this, and with all the developments in the past few years, with Government of India bringing an intermediary guideline, Supreme Court bringing a cybercrime portal, and so much of initiative, including integrated cybercrime coordination center at the central level, one thought that it would become a little more difficult to even find out what is happening. So when we started into a decoy operation to understand how things is happening, to our utter shock, how easily and how seamlessly we could find material, and material of children as young as 2.5, 3 years old, toddlers, either being raped or being groomed to self-generate videos of their masturbation. That is a kind of bulk. Now, when we started looking at both at the ease at which we can find these material and the volume of it, we found that we could pay just about 50 rupees to get a video of a child being raped. And I didn't cross more than 100 rupees to any seller. But what is mind-boggling is the volume. We interacted with 6 sellers, and with 6 sellers we were able to get material worth 37 GB, which is about 40-45 minutes of rape videos of children across. So it kind of started making me look at what is this platform.
Who is accessing these videos? From what material that you showed us, it appeared that the sellers also sound Indian, and you're telling me from your interaction, your understanding was that they could be actually youngsters.
Absolutely, and that was very, very frightening, because the primary handlers or the primary sellers and co-sellers seem to be very young people. Maybe college-going student, because in one particular operation, when we had made a payment and when the content did not reach us immediately, and we say, where is the content? And this person replies back saying that I was in the tuitions, and so I didn't send. I'm going to send it now. So gave a little understanding on the profile of handlers who are being lured into to work in support of the crime. But also when we started looking at the technological app itself, that is Telegram's app, and we started wondering, how is this creating such a ecosystem? So it provides certain features which makes any criminal to operate. One, it's 100% encrypted. Two, it has a self-destructive property, which means that the messages can disappear. There is no authentication in terms of creating an ID of your own. It's very seamlessly done within few seconds, and then it actually provides a advertising opportunity for such material. All the persons that we contacted, or before we contacted, we got a pop-up, and with the pop-up we actually got a menu card. Actual menu card with a kind of template where it said, rape with child available, mom rape available, so-and-so rape available, all about children, And it was just a matter of choice to say, okay, I want a Hindi child, or I want a Telugu child, or I want a boy, I want a girl, So it makes you question this kind of availability of highly violative, violent, sexualized image of children which is so easily accessible to everybody.
Sunita, you are someone who went to the Supreme Court on the issue of sexual violence against women and children as well. What is our framework for regulating all this looking like, and what you're telling us is beyond shocking?
One is after the 2015 Supreme Court PIL, so many good things happened in terms of a cybercrime portal, intermediary guidelines which happened in 2011 were strengthened further, an integrated cybercrime coordination center was established. So many things are happening. That means the government really has the intention to do some things. But it hasn't hit the right parties, And I would say, while I will definitely keep questioning the government about their implementation and what they're doing, I want to also question the technological firms which are living on the earnings of such things.
You feel they are aware of what is happening there?
I think they are mindfully and willfully doing this. Because it cannot be that you don't know. Every private room that we entered had 35,000 users. And every material we got in less than 3.5 minutes. So it is not that the platform is not making. The second thing that I want to say about the technological platform is, what is the safeguarding protocol that you've created on your platform that criminals don't use this and this kind of material is not easily accessible or not available at all? You go on a search engine with Google, you go on a search engine with Facebook, immediately you will get a pop-up saying such material is a criminal offense. You do that on Telegram, you don't get any such pop-up. So the platform does not want even to alert anybody that buying and selling of something with children is an absolute offense, not only in India but globally everywhere.
And this obviously doesn't have any geographical boundaries either.
Absolutely, it is like a borderless crime. And what is worrying me today, Uma, is one, that tech firms are not taking enough responsibility and accountability for children. And on this Children's Day, I want to question and challenge them on that part. But it's also worrying for me that young adolescent boys and girls are succumbing into a life of crime. They don't even understand the impact of what are the careers. Meaning, if a 16, 17-year-old, I don't even know, I'm just gauging by the chat thing, he could be a very young person, is actually selling video of a child which is 2.5, 3 years. Does he know what he is carrying? That it is a crime and you're actually perpetuating crime in this whole thing. So, where are we going as human race? Technology should be taking us forward. Somewhere I feel that we are going a little backward.
So you're hoping actually that criminal liability is fixed. So you next take it to the Union Home Ministry?
Absolutely. I feel I need to fix 3 things by this complaint. One is Telegram as an application, an instant messenger application that needs to be questioned about its accountability to children, first of all, but also payment portals like PhonePe and Paytm. It was so easy and so seamless for the QR codes to arrive, and we have made all online payments. Until and unless all stakeholders, including PhonePe and Paytm, question how these wallets are being used to actually facilitate crime, and make their safeguards actually applicable. Till that time, nothing can change. We can question about these 5 people or 6 people whom we have got the thing. But the larger thing is, as long as everybody doesn't take their responsibility and accountability to another human being, and in this case, we are talking about children, and we are talking about infants, we are talking about toddlers, we are talking about today, and we are talking about tomorrow. Don't we have a responsibility?
Thank you, Dr. Sunita. So, high time there was a wake-up call, and that wake-up call certainly has come on technology. While it is something that we are still struggling to regulate, some answers certainly required here, because we are looking at a society that seems to be becoming more and more distorted in more ways than one. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagaraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.